Hey guys, this is Angel bringing you another video on my high desert garden. Today is Sunday, February 13th, 2022, and this is gonna be the garden video tour for the month of February. I know it's already almost the middle of the month, but it's still February, so I'm very excited to show you what has been growing on during winter time, which by the way has been very super cold. We are still having temperatures all the way down to 27, 28 Fahrenheit. But as you can see, you can grow year-round up here in the high desert. This plant right here is the Swiss chard. We have the white and red Swiss chard. I've also been growing lots of different kale. This is the red Russian kale. I've also been growing the dinosaur kale. It has another scientific name to it, but I'm not really sure what it is. But a lot of people call it dinosaur kale because the texture of the leaves. I've been growing also lots of cauliflower, broccoli, which is also going to flower. As you can see, I'm going to be enjoying that delicious cauliflower very shortly. If you guys have any questions on how to grow in the high desert during the cold weather, during winter time, or even during summertime, you can hit me up on the comment section, and I'll be very happy to reply to your comments, as I always do. Look at this. This is cauliflower, this is the dinosaur kale, super delicious. If you mix them with orange juice, blend it, and this is how I can. The only way I can tolerate kale is by making smoothies, juices. Well, why not? One more broccoli flower right here. Check that out. I'm quite amazed. I'm quite surprised to see this because I haven't been back here lately for at least about a week and a half. I'm very surprised to see that the broccoli is already going to flower. I'm going to be enjoying that very shortly. There's another one right here. Check that out. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, any comments, you can drop them in the comment section. I'll give you some tips on how to be a successful gardener up here in the high desert during the winter time or summertime. You know what this is, right? This little guy is the beets. I'm also going to be enjoying some delicious beets very shortly. More beets right here. They are growing super slow, but they are coming up. Let me see what else I might show you on the other side. Believe it or not, the high desert is also a very good area to grow onions and potatoes. As you can see, I'm gonna make a video very soon. It's a video that I'm working on how to grow potatoes in pots. And it's gonna be very interesting because it's gonna be a time-lapse type of video. It's gonna be called "How to Grow Potatoes in Pots," from planting the seed all the way to harvest. Stay tuned for that one. It's probably not gonna be coming up until the end of summer because it's gonna be a time-lapse type of video. It's gonna be my first one ever, so I really hope you guys like it. All right, let me see what else. Anyway, so as I was saying about the onions, these guys here were planted during the beginning of the pandemic in 2020, and I've been just cutting I've been doing just cuttings, and I just fry them with eggs, and they're so delicious, and they just keep coming back. Look at this. It's like having your onions inside your refrigerator, but in your garden, if that makes sense. I have a scattered poppy seed all over the house, all around the house, as I've been telling you guys on my previous videos. If you live in the high desert, you must have poppies all over the place. That way you don't have to go to the poppy fields. There's really no time to go. It's nice to take a nice trip to the poppy fields during the spring, but sometimes it's very hard to find the right time to go with the family. But if you have never been to the poppy field up here in Lancaster, totally recommend it. But if you don't have time like me, a busy guy like I am, you can just have your own poppy field in your backyard. Check this out. They're all coming back. Actually, this is new seed that I scattered about a month ago. Actually, about a month and a half ago. It was super cold, but check that out. Every single poppy seed germinated, and even during super cold winter days, poppy seeds they will germinate, guys. All you have to do is just loosen up the soil, and believe me, you are gonna have poppies all over your yard. But you must scatter the seeds probably in November, December sometimes, and by the time spring comes around, this is gonna be the result right here. Wait until I make my first spring video. This thing is gonna be this garden is gonna be so beautiful. More poppies, look at that, all along this raised bed right here. Another thing that I'm growing that you can grow up here in the high desert during the winter time, again, is kale, red Russian kale, but also the carrots. Carrots, so you can see, look at this. I love to grow this purple variety. I've been eating them little by little. This one's kind of between, it's a combination of white and purple, but there are some that are super dark purple, but not this guy. Anyway, so you can grow radishes, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. Radishes, onions, garlic, kale, all kinds of cauliflower, broccoli, even celery. You can also grow celery during the winter time, believe it or not. They don't start taking off until the beginning of spring, but it's always good to scatter the seed early if you like to grow celery. And let me see what else I'm going to show you. Oh, check it out. It's a big carrot right here. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that dark purple carrot. These guys are super sweet. They're different, and they are orange in color on the inside, but the outside is purple. FYI. Okay, let me go see what else I'm going to show you, and I'm going to make a separate video of my grow tent that I started some seed about a month ago, which by the way, I made a video on how to start seed the beginning of the year. So a lot of those seeds are already germinated, and I'm gonna make a separate video today, and I'm gonna be uploading this one and also the other one. Lettuce, romaine lettuce, they're coming to an end. I don't water them anymore because very soon, as you can see, they were just starting to put out flowers, and I don't want that. So I have plenty of romaine lettuce seed inside, so I don't need any more. And I'm gonna be preparing this bed for my either my pepper plants or my tomatoes. Let's see, more California poppies along this raised bed as well. And on this side is where I'm growing my kohlrabi. Kohlrabi is growing super slow because of the cold weather, but it's okay. Very soon these bulbs are gonna be huge, and I'm gonna be able to cook them. If you guys have any a recipe that you would like to share with me on how to cook kohlrabi, will really appreciate it. You can just drop the recipe on the comment section and I can check it out. So far, I saute them with garlic and onion, and that's how I eat them, sauteed with garlic and onions, and I just add some tomatoes. But if there's another way to cook them, please drop the recipe on the comment section. Look at this. This is the purple, and I'm also growing the white Vienna Kohlrabi right here. This is a very old seed that I keep reusing year after year. This is my carrot patch. That is also a lot of these seed that they are. A lot of these carrots are shading themselves. I just dropped a whole bunch of seed, and I just haven't had the chance to separate them, to thin them out. But oh well, I'm probably just gonna be growing tiny little carrots, but it's okay. All right, let me show you another plant that does excellent up here in the high desert that I didn't know. I found it out quite by accident, and this is the loquat. Look how green the foliage is on these loquat trees, despite the extreme cold weather that we've been having. Look at these guys, man. I'm quite amazed because this it almost looks like this is a tropical plant. It's not, but it sure gives a very nice appearance to your backyard. Having, look at this, evergreen plants within your yard in the high desert where nothing grows, but you can grow nice loquats. Look at this. These little guys were given to me by a coworker. If he's watching my video, I want to give a shout out to Juan Leiva. Very cool guy. He gave me 3 of these little guys that were just seedlings, volunteers, plants that from his old tree, and they were probably no more than 6 inches in height. And look at this. This is and right now they're going on 2 years, and they are monsters. All right, another baby one. This one's small because it was transplanted from this tire raised bed onto this side of the yard. So that's why it's smaller. But they were all the same size about when they were given to me. All right, let me show you the other side of the yard, and with that, I'm gonna be wrapping up this video. See what I'm telling you about the celery. This is these guys are overwintering from last year, and I'm not expecting for these guys to produce leaves or stems in 2022, because more than likely these guys are gonna come back in spring, but just to produce flowers and seeds for me, which it's okay, but more than likely these guys are gonna go to waste because I already have plenty of celery seed. So yeah, these guys will overwinter, but only to produce more seed for you during spring. I'm getting ready with my mint. I already applied some fertilizers onto it, just the organic matter. Another pot that's going to be assigned for mint. And let me see what else I'm going to show you. I've been doing lots of trimming. I already trimmed my grapes. As you can see, when you are growing grapes, you want to make sure you remove the old stems from the previous years. Otherwise, you're going to be growing lots of foliage, and you don't want that. You want to have some nice big clusters. That's why you want to bring them down to like probably about 4 inches in length, like that. Cut them, and they will come back and produce more. This year has been really good for radishes. Look at the size of this guy. I'm not gonna pull it off the ground because I already have plenty of these guys inside my refrigerator. But look, I'm gonna wrap my hand around it. Look at that. Look how big this guy is. And I'm only showing half half its size. So this is a watermelon. It's called watermelon radish, because when you slice it in half, it has a very pretty red color on the inside. More broccoli coming up. These guys were transplanted from the other pot where I started my peas, my sugar snaps. So I transplanted them onto this side, and they made it. Check this out. Lots of flowers. I'm gonna be wrapping up this video, guys. Well, always to remind you to that if you like my videos, to always like them. If you have any comments, any suggestions, also to drop your questions in the comment section. If you have any questions on how to grow in the high desert. And yes, you can successfully grow during winter time, despite the cold weather. I'm gonna show you one last thing that I'm growing on the other side, and with that I'm gonna be wrapping up the video. And also stay tuned for the video that I'm gonna be making on the update video on my grow tent. Oh, check this out. These guys are the Pineda peach, and also the plums that are sharing the same root ball. These guys are going on 11 years, guys. 11 years, and this year is gonna be, these guys are gonna be packed with flowers. The other tree that you see here, it's a volunteer peach tree that came from this guy right here. Anyway, so that's when you know you have a good soil. The seed, the fruit just drops on the ground, and the seedlings come out all over the place, and that's where you get all the volunteer trees. I've never grew a tree from seed before, but ever since I moved into this place, I've had at least I could have had more, but so far I have 3 volunteer trees that were started from seed because of fruit that just drops on the ground. Right, this is my garlic patch. I want to be harvesting garlic probably the end of March. This little guy right here, believe it or not, is Chippy ling. Chippy ling is a tropical plant that grows in Central America. I'm assuming that it also grows in Asia, Vietnam, India, all those tropical countries. And if you guys don't know it, Chippy ling is a very, very nutritious plant. Hardly anybody knows about this plant, but we eat it in El Salvador a lot. And on this side is where I have my red radishes. As you can see, they're also growing quite large. So let me show you the other side, and with that would be the end of it. If you remember my videos from 2021, you're gonna remember that 2021 was when I first started to grow nasturtiums here in the high desert. And these guys, believe it or not, are volunteers from last year, and they are already producing flowers. If you are going to be growing nasturtiums in the high desert and you are afraid because of the cold weather, don't be, because these guys they're not cold hardy plants. But if you plant some of them like next to a wall where they don't get any wind, cold wind, they will thrive and they will overwinter. And if you can also scatter the seed all over the house, and little seedlings will emerge from the ground. And once again, because they are so close to the ground and next to your raised beds, they don't get a lot of cold wind, and they will also thrive. They don't grow, they remain small, but when spring comes around, they will take off like crazy. These poppies, they were also, they came back from some seed they scattered back in December, the end of December. See, volunteer trees. Look at this. That's what I'm telling you. If I wanted for this guy to grow, I would just get a shovel and just move it. I wouldn't pull on the seedling like that. I would just grab a shovel and just get a big chunk of dirt along with the seedling, and I would just transplant it onto another place. But I don't need any more trees. So just so you know, guys, just because you live in a desert, that doesn't mean that you can have an empty backyard. You can have a nice paradise in the high desert if you want to. And you don't even have to buy any plants. You can just keep using the seedlings. This is bunching onions that I'm growing in pots. This is where I have my peas. They already came out. They're about an inch in height, but because it's still really cold, I have not removed the plastic yet. But as soon as the temperature changes, I will be removing the plastic, and they will take off like crazy. Right now, if you watch my videos on how to grow peas, this was back in probably about 30 days ago when I started them. As you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but see those green spots right there? Those are already sugar snaps. So this is my secret. You can start your peas early, but you must cover them and produce a really nice tropical environment within the pot. And that's why you see all these drops from all the condensation that's building up within the pot. So this is all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Once again, if you have any comments, any suggestions, drop them in the comment section below. As you can see, Nasturtiums are coming back from last year. Look at this. These guys, you will plant them only once, and they will keep coming back year after year. Look at this. All you have to do is just give them some water, and you will have Nasturtiums forever. I'm not lying. Look at that. Those are all from last year. So thank you guys for watching. Once again, if you like this video, please leave your likes and your comments, and I will see you on the next video. And stay tuned for the update video that I'm gonna be uploading today on my on the seedlings that I'm starting inside my grow tent. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on my next high desert garden video. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you. Take care. Bye bye.